Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
First thing is this. I decided I would tweet this out because this is something that's been bothering me too. Hey John Deaton, with all this talk about the potential regulations, as amicus counsel in the biggest and most important case related to crypto, have you been invited to speak by mainstream media or any of the industry groups or associations? And I threw in, just as an example, have you been asked by any of these? CNBC, CNN, the Blockchain Association, the Digital Chamber of Commerce, Perry Ann Boring, who runs the Digital Chamber of Commerce. He responds to me, no, I don't expect to because I wrote the Ethereum Free Pass op-ed published on crypto-law.us, and I've called for an investigation into the blatant conflicts of interest and gross appearances of impropriety related to the Hinman speech and the filing of the lawsuit. And then he goes on, ironically, had the SEC sued Ethereum Foundation, Vitalik Buterin, Ethereum Joseph Lubin, instead of Ripple, and its two executives arguing today's Ethereum is a security just as it is doing XRP, that today's Ethereum is a security, I would have still sued the SEC on behalf of all Ethereum holders, as I have for XRP holders. And John Deaton's made no bones about the fact that he's not some pro-Ripple guy. He's representing XRP holders because he doesn't believe that today XRP that we all hold and sell or buy or whatever is a security. So this series of tweets inspired me to write this tweet because there's no question. Write this down, folks. This tweet right here is truth on steroids. All evidence points to a coordinated crypto strategy to promote Bitcoin and Ethereum while claiming to be pro-crypto industry as a whole that involves mainstream media, crypto trade associations, crypto media, crypto talking heads, crypto social media, attorneys, crypto attorneys, some of these guys, crypto conferences, etc. It's a coordinated, and it has been a coordinated effort for a long time, folks, and we aren't letting it go. There's not one reason on the planet that all these media and associations should not be touting John Deaton for his support of XRP holders. They don't have a good excuse, and we're going to call them out. I'm calling them out. You know, they know who they are, and we're going to continue to call them out. Goldman Sachs operations chief quits for crypto exchange Coinbase. So they're leaving the big boys now. This is Ted Cruz in a video. Watch this. Let me hit the refresh. I'll show you. And by the way, even though I'm going to make some points that aren't necessarily in line with this, I think Ted Cruz and all the people and most of the people behind that are politicians jumping on the Bitcoin bandwagon, I think they all have their intentions in the right place. And I agree with the libertarian side of this. And this is why I'm kind of in a strange situation here. I've seen enough about Bitcoin where there's some elephants in the room that I can't get my mind around, and I have to tell them to you, okay? But I do agree with the gist of where he's coming from.
So we need to decentralize. We need to break it apart. It's one of the reasons why I am so bullish on crypto, on Bitcoin, because it is decentralized and not controllable. And let me give a fantastic example. So Justin Trudeau said, I don't like me some truckers. So we're going to seize your assets. So then the court went to try to seize the crypto that was being given to the truckers. And I don't know how many of y'all saw a letter that I actually want to read from. It's a letter from a company, Bitcoin company called Nunchuck. Here's part of the letter. Dear Ontario Superior Court of Justice, our software is free. We do not collect any user identification information beyond email addresses. We also do not hold any keys. Therefore, we cannot freeze our users' accounts.
All right. That's the point I wanted you to get out of that, is this. Ledger Nano S will be in the description of this video too. Do not store all of your digital assets online, because the same thing can happen in the United States. It's not, the world we're in is so crazy now, you can't trust anybody, especially not any government, in my opinion. And so at least have a lot of your stuff on a hard wallet of some sort, and this is the one I use. So it's in the description of this video. They're only like $50. Alright, David Pan, final nail in the coffin. Crypto folks in China have anticipated this Beijing's ban last May. From hotbed to graveyard, it has been quite a journey, but again, is this really the end of crypto in China? Highly doubt it. Folks, I've seen China ban crypto about 13 times since I got in this in 2013. And I'll say this, folks. I don't think Bitcoin is the end-all, be-all like a lot of these people do, and I'll show you why here in a second. But at the same time, I am all about the spirit of what Bitcoin is. I don't believe all these governments should have any kind of ability to shut down or close our accounts or do any of this stuff. Now, here's my problem, and listen to what I'm saying here. What we're supposed to believe is that Wall Street and all these people that are talking about investing all these billions and telling clients to invest billions in Bitcoin, that they all don't know who Satoshi is. That's how they get their claim that Bitcoin is decentralized. That's how they get it called a commodity. Okay? Well, here's the problem. If nobody truly knows who created Bitcoin, it creates a tremendous liability for any financial firm or CEO pushing it. They have fiduciary duties. If they actually do know who created it, Bitcoin would be the biggest financial scandal in history, because that would mean they all lied about what it was and knew it all along. Now, this is a tweet that I put out, a hypothetical conversation. I want you to run through this in your mind. Tell me if this makes any sense to you. A hypothetical conversation with a financial advisor. Financial advisor, we think you should invest 5% of your portfolio into Bitcoin. Client, who created it? The financial advisor, we don't know, but it's great for your portfolio, because that's all they can say, because they don't know, or they say they don't know. Client, okay, I want you to buy it for me. And then 5 years later, we find out that Satoshi is Russia. And then that client decides they're going to sue their financial advisor because you told me to buy something and you didn't even know who put this out into the world, and you told me to buy it, and I want my money back. And all the financial advisors across the world and all the firms across the world get sued. This is not some crazy scenario, folks. This is the real world talking right here. There's no way. I was a financial advisor, folks. I was a financial advisor at Morgan Stanley, okay? I'm not now, but I was back in the day, 2001 or so. So this is my question, and I said this: you'll never see any Bitcoin maxis address this. They can't. It's the Bitcoin catch-22. Either they have all known who Satoshi is, which would make it a major scandal, or they have a tremendous liability that will hover over them indefinitely. There's no in between. Let me tell you how this works, folks. A financial advisor, they have to, let's say they're selling you a mutual fund. They have to give you what's called a prospectus. And it's a little pamphlet, and it tells you all about this mutual fund, who issued it, who the company is, I don't remember what all's in it, but I'm assuming the financials of the company and what's included in the mutual fund and all this. They have to do that. So my question: are you telling me that Wall Street is now going to co-opt this Bitcoin thing, and they're going to put prospectuses out when you buy a Bitcoin whatever, and the inside of that they're going to say, they're going to put, now, disclaimer, we don't know who created it, but now we're going to sell hundreds of millions of dollars of it to you? Man, I smell a rat, folks. I'm just telling you. In this whole Bitcoin thing, it's never made any sense to me. A digital asset can become decentralized after you issue the damn thing, folks. XRP is a great example of that. All these things are not, but it can become decentralized. So you don't need to not know who. It's not completely necessary that we don't know who the creator is in order for it to be considered decentralized. We don't have to have Bitcoin. This is still can be an industry of investment. It doesn't have to be Bitcoin. What I just told you is all true, and it's the reason Bitcoin has always made me nervous. The idea that, and let's say none of what I said is a problem. You still have the problem of, what if it is Russia? What if it is China that created it? What if they have a plan to just unload it or to manipulate it because they were the ones that created? Nobody knows. It's crazy. The whole thing's crazy. Now, the official cool guy of the Digital Asset Investor channel decided to weigh in, as he often does on a Friday, because that's when cool people come out to play.
What's up, fam? You're not alone. You're not the only crazy person telling people that this Ukraine situation's all about the financial system. Hang in there. We've been talking about SWIFT. We've been talking about the BRICS nations. We've been talking about the dollar's dominance as a reserve currency. We've been talking about a neutral bridge asset. Hang in there. We're not idiots. We're not crazy. We're just early. There's only one thing for us to do. Let's keep walking.
Yeah, keep walking. We need the official cool guy to keep walking. just in the world's largest custodian bank, BNY Mellon, to allow institutional clients to hold Bitcoin and Ether. And are you telling me they're doing that not knowing who Satoshi Nakamoto is? I don't believe it. I think they've always known. I'm not saying BNY Mellon, I'm just saying the big boys. I think they've always known. Because they wouldn't do all of this unless they did. And since BNY Mellon came up, TAIG was reminding us of Matthew Mellon and his missing billions of dollars of XRP that supposedly, I'll never forget this story. This is another one we're supposed to believe, folks. I remember reading that Matthew Mellon, he's died since, that he was one of these early people that held over $1 billion worth of XRP. And I remember reading in an article, it said that he had it spread around the world in hard wallets, okay? And then when he died, the keys were just lost and it was all lost. If you were sophisticated enough to spread your stuff in places around the world on hard wallets, you were also plenty sophisticated enough to let people to make sure there's a record of how to get to it. Okay? That stuff's not lost. I don't care what anybody says. Never was lost. Okay. Digital Euro Association tweeted this out. How does the XRP ledger of Ripple's real-time gross settlement system, currency exchange, and remittance network actually work? In this 10-piece video series, you will learn more about the key concepts of the XRP ledger. And I said, why aren't they asking how Bitcoin works? I thought it was the end-all, be-all. Now, this is a whole video series. I'm not going to play it right now, but you can go to XRP Ledger Foundation, and you ought to watch every single one of these because they are great. Now, John Deaton is at it again. Huge exculpatory evidence, and he's got a whole thread. I'm not going to go through the whole thread, but I do want to read the first couple of parts. The August 20th, 2018 meeting between Jay Clayton and Hinman and Brad Garlinghouse and Joel Katz. This meeting is 2.5 months after the Hinman speech declaring Bitcoin and Ethereum non-securities. Frustrated that only 2 of the top 3 cryptocurrencies were provided regulatory clarity, Garlinghouse and Schwartz asked what they could do to achieve similar clarity with XRP, and Brad Garlinghouse basically yells out, Ripple is living in purgatory because of this lack of clarity. At that moment, if Clayton and Hinman truly believed XRP was a security, they would have informed Garlinghouse and Schwartz right then and there. Instead, Clayton responded, the meeting was not the proper forum for a discussion about that topic. I take you back to what I said at the beginning of this video. All evidence points to a coordinated, and the only thing people I didn't include here is regulators. All evidence points to a coordinated crypto strategy to promote Bitcoin, Ethereum, while claiming to be pro-crypto industry as a whole that involves mainstream media, crypto industry trade associations, crypto media, crypto talking heads, crypto social media attorneys, crypto conferences, and regulators. Okay? You see what I'm cooking here, folks? Alright. Moving along, breaking. China's largest bank's offshore unit stopped issuing U.S. dollar-denominated letters of credit for purchases of physical Russian commodities ready for export. Yuan-denominated letters of credit are still available for some clients. I smell more futures contracts. Just in, after France, German foreign minister also open to idea of cutting Russia off from SWIFT system. our over-invasion of Ukraine. Folks, if they cut Russia off from the SWIFT system, my prediction is that they never, actually my prediction's in line with Sir Gordon Gekko. The second that happens, SWIFT will be no more. Everything is agreed upon. I believe if they take them off the SWIFT system, they never get back on it, and they don't need it.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.